Good morning, students. In the last video lesson, we learnt about ledger, its advantages and limitations, how to write journal entries in the books of accounts, and what is ledger, how to record ledger, how to prepare ledger accounts, that we will see in this video lesson. And this is the continuation part of last video class, so please let us see. This is the problem in the last video. This journal entries, these transactions are recorded as journal entries. That is the problem we did in the last video class. Now in this video class, how to write ledger accounts, how to prepare ledger accounts by using this journal entries. So let us see one by one. So already the monetary transactions are given, those transactions are recorded as journal entries that we had seen in the last video lesson. Now we will see how to write these journal entries into concerned ledger accounts. Okay. Right. So first journal entry is cash account debtor to capital account. That is 10,000, giving aspect and receiving aspect, both aspects are will be equal. So that is recorded in the previous lesson. So this journal entry is to be posted into concerned ledgers. Right. So here we see cash account is debtor to capital account. Here when we see at the end of aspect dr, that shows debit, at the prefix of the item or aspect, that shows to shows credit. So here cash account is debited, so cash account is recorded on debit side, whereas capital account is recorded on credit side. So for these two aspects we have to prepare separate accounts. So in this case we have to prepare number of accounts. So let us see one by one. Cash account, first one, capital account, bank account, machinery account. Of course cash and bank again come, so that's why we have to prepare only once. Each item should have a summary, so that's why machinery account. Right. Next purchase account, Navin account, office furniture account, Naresh account, sales account, bank account, discount account, Navin bank already prepared, discount received account, wages account, rent account. Cash is already prepared. So these are the accounts we have to prepare ledger accounts. So first journal entry is cash account debtor to capital account. Capital account is recorded on credit side, cash account is recorded on debit side. We see, so capital account, this is capital account, this capital account on credit side, because the journal entry is cash account debtor to capital account. Capital account is recorded on credit side, so that's why right hand part. So we are already discussed, each account consists two halves, left hand side and the right hand side. This left hand side is known as debit. This left hand side is known as debit. This right hand side is known as credit. So this part, vertical line, is divided into two halves. So here we are already known cash account debtor to capital account. Capital account is recorded on credit side, so that's why here on 2016 January 1st with by you have to write. When you are recording on credit side, you have to record with by cash account. By, you have to start with by. So when it is on debit side, you have to start with to, okay, opposite of that. So we write on credit side by capital account, to capital account. By, here you have to take what is the debit item, that you have to write here. So by cash account 10,000. So here there is no entry on debit side, because in first entry cash account data to capital account. So in capital account on credit side we have to write by cash account 10,000. Okay, next we see cash account. The cash account, so where in journal entry cash account data to capital account we wrote. So in cash account on debit side we are writing to capital account, to capital account. So this is on cash account, this is on capital account. So capital account is 10,000. So one entry, two aspects, one transaction, two aspects. Two aspects are to be posted into concerned accounts. So here in this transaction we have two aspects. One is cash account, another one is capital account. So cash account is recorded in cash account, capital account is recorded in capital account. That's it. So in one transaction we have two aspects. Those two aspects are recorded as journal entry. In that journal entry we have two aspects. Those two aspects are to be posted into concerned accounts, okay, right. Next we see second one, bank account data to cash account, that is 9,000. Bank account data to cash account, right, that is 9,000. So on debit side, so in bank account on debit side you have to write to cash account. On credit side, in cash account you have to write by bank account, that is a posting. So we see, so on January 2nd by bank account. So in cash account what we are writing, by bank account, that is 9,000. So you see on cash account that is 9,000, right, is it right? Two aspects are recorded in two accounts, one is cash account, another one is bank account, right? So what is the entry here, bank account data to cash account, bank account data to cash account. So bank account is recorded in cash account of credit side, that is 9,000. okay, the same aspect is recorded on bank account debit side to cash account. Okay, this is second entry. Next we see third, machinery account data to bank account, machinery account data to bank account, machinery account, machinery, yes, machinery account. Machinery account is debited with 5,000 because the entry is machinery account data to bank account. So in machinery account on debit side you have to write to bank account, that is 5,000, that is 5,000. In bank account on credit side you have to write 5,000 because machinery account data to bank account, bank is credited. So that's why on credit side by machinery account 5,000, that you have to write, right? Next, on 15th date, machinery account data to cash account, machinery account data to cash account. So machinery account data to cash account. So you see here machinery is 100. Why this 100? For installation charges, cash account on cash, in cash account on credit side you have to write by machinery account, that is 100. 100. So when you see machinery account, on debit side you have to write cash account, that is 100. 100 this 100 is cash account. So in machinery account we wrote 5100. Okay, next we see on 20 purchase account data to Naveen account, that is 1800 purchase account, right? You see Naveen account, right? On credit side Naveen account is 18,000, purchase account on debit side 1800. So vice versa you have to write. So when it is on debit side, while writing journal entry, that you have to write on credit side, right? So purchase account data to Naveen account, here we see purchase account data to Naveen account, here we see purchase account data to Naveen account. So both the aspects are recorded into concerned accounts, right? Next we see office furniture account data to purchase account, that is 500. Office furniture to purchase, office furniture to cash account, actually we have to write cash account. So we see cash account, it is not written here, purchase account, right? So office furniture account, this is 500 is recorded here. Then office furniture on debit side, that is 500, that is 500, this 500, this 500. So both the aspects are recorded in two accounts, separate accounts, and separate two accounts. So next one, office furniture. After office furniture, Naresh account data to sales account, Naresh account data to sales account, Naresh account data to sales account, right? Naresh account data to sales account. Here you see in Naresh account to sales account, that is 950 rupees. This 950 rupees recorded on debit side of Naresh account. Next, in sales account, Naresh account is recorded. So that is 950, right? So this is 950. So next, the same way you have to write bank account data, discount allowed account data to Naresh account, 930, 20 rupees and 950. So in bank account, okay, in bank account, right, 930, you see 930 rupees, this 930 rupees is recorded. And discount, where is discount, this discount discount 20 rupees, in the same way discount allowed. Wages, so last one, wages account, rent account data to cash account. So this is recorded, wages and wages 350 and rent 200 rupees recorded. So this process, so whatever the journal entries we are recorded in the journal, those journal entries are to be recorded to concerned accounts, because wages is recorded as a aspect, rent is recorded as a aspect. So those aspects are to be posted into concerned accounts. This process is known as posting into concerned ledgers. Posting, it is nothing but posting, right? This is the process of posting from journal to ledger. Let us see one more problem on preparation of journal entries and posting into concerned ledger accounts. So let us see that one more problem. Enter the following transactions in the journal of Nair and post them into ledger accounts. So commenced business with cash 45,000 rupees, purchased goods for cash 25,000 rupees, paid for wages 500 rupees, goods sold for cash 8,000 rupees, purchased goods from Lalita 7,000, goods sold to Shekhar 5,000, received cash from Shekhar 1,000, paid office rent 400, paid salaries 1,000. So these are the monetary transactions we have given. These monetary transactions are to be recorded as journal entries. After that to post into concerned ledger accounts. So let us see one by one. Commenced business with cash, that is 45,000 rupees. So when commencing business, the proprietor provides capital to the firm. So the person, proprietor is the person. So the name indicated by a person, the person is indicated by a name. So that is why the person comes under personal accounts. So he is providing cash. So that is why cash comes under property or asset account. So that is real accounts. So according to real accounts, you have to post cash, and according to personal accounts, you have to post capital account. So let us see the entry is cash account debtor. So already we discussed. So in a journal we have 5 columns, that is date column, particulars column, ledger folio, debit rupees, credit rupees. So in date column we have to write date along with day, year, day, month and date. In the second column particulars, whatever the aspects we have, 2 aspects, those 2 aspects are to be recorded as journal entry. Below that we have a small description, that is narration. After that column ledger folio, that is to record page numbers. After that, for one aspect, that may be debit, that may be credit. So for that one column, that is debit column, for the other column, that is credit column. So these are the columns we will see in the journal. So right. So business commenced with capital of 45,000 rupees. So this 45,000 rupees is recorded as like this. So in 2006 December 1st, cash account debtor to Nair capital account, because Nair is a person, he is providing capital. So according to personal accounts, debit the receiver, credit the giver. So Nair is the giver, so that is why it should be credited. So with 45,000 rupees, and according to real accounts, cash account is to be debited. That is why cash account debtor, that is 45,000 rupees. Okay, 45,000 rupees. So this is the journal entry. For this we have to write a small description, that is being capital brought into business, being brought in capital into business. Second one, purchased goods for cash, that is 25,000 rupees. Purchased goods for cash, that is 25,000 rupees, right. We see on fourth date, purchase according to nominal accounts, all the expenditure and expenses and losses should be debited, incomes and gains is to be credited. So, here we are purchasing goods. So, that is why goods are to be debited with 25,000 and the cash is to be credited 25,000. So, that is why purchase account debtor to cash account, that is 25,000 25,000. So, for this the narration is being goods purchased for cash, being goods purchased for cash, that is this is the journal entry for purchasing goods for cash. So, next we see after completing fourth date, next we see paid for wages, that is 500 rupees, that is. So, here wages is an expenditure, wages is expenditure. So, according to nominal accounts wages are to be debited. So, wages account debtor to cash account. So, in what way we are paying? We are paying in terms of money. So, that is why cash account is to be credited. So, that is why wages account debtor to cash account. So, that is why the narration is being wages paid for the month, like that we have to write. So, that is a journal entry for wages paid. Next, on 9th date, goods sold for cash, that is 8,000, goods sold for cash, that is 8,000, right. Here we see cash account debtor, that is 8,000, sales account debtor, sales account on credit side, that is 8,000. So, here cash account is recorded under real account principle, whereas sales recorded under nominal accounts principle. So, that is why cash account debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So, cash is coming inside when we are selling goods. So, that is why cash is coming inside. So, that is why cash is to be debited, and the sales as an income sales is to be credited. So, that is why cash account debtor to sales account 8,000 8,000, right. For this the narration is being goods sold for cash, that is 8,000 8,000, right. Next on 11th date, purchased goods from Lalita 7,000 rupees. So, here purchasing goods from Lalita worth of 7,000, right. So, here 7,000 is to be debited, 7,000 is to be credited, but what is to be debited and what is to be credited is to be decided. So, purchase is nothing but expenditure. So, expenditure comes under nominal accounts. So, purchase is to be debited. So, purchase account debtor to Lalita account. Lalita is a person. When we are saying person, it comes under personal accounts. So, according to personal accounts, debit the receiver, credit the giver. So, Lalita is the giver. So, that is why Lalita is to be credited. So, both the aspects will be equal, 7,000 7,000. So, that is why being goods purchased on credit from Lalita. So, this is not cash transaction, this is credit transaction, because further we will pay. So, here we are purchasing goods from Lalita, later we will pay. This is the journal entry for credit purchase. Next, on 15th, goods sold to Shekhar 5,000 rupees, right. Here we see both the aspects will be equal always, both the aspects will be equal always, both the aspects will be equal always, right. Here So, Shekhar account debtor to sales account, Shekhar account debtor to sales account. Shekhar is to be debited because Shekhar is a person. So, according to personal accounts, debit the receiver. So, Shekhar is the receiver. So, that is why Shekhar is to be debited. And sales is an income. Income is to be credited according to nominal accounts. So, that is why sales is to be credited. So, being goods sold to Shekhar, right. Next we see next received cash from Shekhar, that is 1000 rupees. Received cash from Shekhar, that is 1000 rupees. For this, right, you see salaries account is to be debited, office rent account also is to be debited. So, in both the terms cash is to be paid. So, cash account is to be credited. So, being salaries paid, being office rent paid, on the last day office rent and salaries paid. So, with this all the general entries are completed, all the general entries are completed. I think you got an idea, right. Right, these journal entries. So, whatever the journal entries we recorded, those journal entries are to be posted into concerned ledger accounts. So, let us see how to write ledger accounts, how to prepare ledger accounts with each item. So, here you are observing Nair capital account, cash account, purchase account, sales account, wages account, Lalita account, Shekhar account, office rent and salaries account. These are the accounts, these are the items, these are the aspects. Each and every item should have a separate summary, should have a separate summary, should have a separate summary. Should have a separate summary. Right. Here you are observing Nair account. Nair account. So, in each account we have a vertical partition line. We have a vertical partition line. That vertical partition line divides two halls of a account, of an account. So, here you are observing Nair capital account. This left side part known as debit, this right side part is known as credit. So, whatever it is, it may be debit, it may be credit, you will have 4 columns, you will have 4 columns. One is date column, another one is particulars, after that ledger folio, after that amount. In the same way, date, particulars, ledger folio, amount. So, like this we have 4 columns in each side, that is left side and right side. So, here we observe first journal entry is cash account data to Nair capital account. So, when cash account ends with dr, that is known as debited. When Nair capital account is started with 2, that is credited, that is the meaning. So, here when we are posting into concerned ledger, Here Nair capital account is credited in the journal entry. So, that is why by cash account. So, in the Nair capital account, 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 you have to write by cash account 45,000 rupees, 45,000 rupees. In the same way, this 45,000 also is to be debited on debit side in cash account to Nair capital account, that is 45,000 rupees, right. So, both aspects are to be posted into concerned ledgers, concerned accounts. So, ledger is nothing but a bunch of accounts, a number of accounts, number of accounts will be prepared in a book, that book is known as ledger. So, here what we are saying, each and every aspect is to be posted into concerned account. So, that is why so we have to know what is the summary of that particular transaction. So, that is why we have to prepare separately. So, that is cash account data to Nair capital account, that is the first entry. Next, second entry, purchase account data to cash account, that is 25,000 25,000, purchase account data to cash account. So, right, you are observing here, purchase account, purchase account, purchase account, that is 25,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees is credited. In the same way, here that 25,000 is debited, 25,000 is debited. 25,000 is debited. $25,000 is debited.